What is up, guys? Welcome back to another weekend of the Bear Pack Stardom Situms, and we also give out our game picks. And so far, it's been a pretty close race, but I do have to say I am in the lead, Bear. But I think at the end of the day, you have plenty of time to come back.
Too much
We
time.
didn't give out any game picks, I think, 2 weeks ago, so that's why we are missing a week. But I am 3 wins. Bear, you have 1 win. So far, I am up 3 games, so it's pretty close at the moment. 3 wins to one, but that's only one game difference per week, so pretty close between me and you so far.
Yeah. There's a lot of season left. The game's early. We're basically just now getting over the first quarter of football, so I got plenty of time to come back.
Yeah, and we're finally getting some feel. And guys, make sure to drop your guys' stardom and situm questions. Me and Bear will answer those throughout this episode. And on the bottom ticker, you guys will see our member plays: the Commanders versus Falcons, Patriots versus Raiders, Ravens versus Titans, and Giants versus Bills. Those are going to be on our members, regardless, on our website at bearsprofitplays.com or on our YouTube membership. And you guys could look at those by hitting that join tab below. But enough messing around, Bear. Let's get right into these games. You guys can see that the London game is still going 21-13. The Ravens, I gave that out as a member pick, and hopefully you guys backed it because I did give out the Ravens -4.5, and so far so good with that. I'm hoping that they can finish out strong there. And Bear, remember to, as we're making our way through this, to kind of think of two plays for our parlay lock. I do not think it hit last week, but that was because of the Patriots money line. We have learned to stay away from the Patriots now. So Patriots on our banned list for sure. Right, Bear?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, they are going up against my Raiders today, so who knows? But the first game they're going to be talking about is going to be the San Francisco 49ers going up against the Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson is out for this game. They are throwing out P.J. Walker. Signed him right off the street, and they're starting him. DTR did not impress last week, so they said, we got to throw out a competitive quarterback. So P.J. Walker is getting the start there. I am going to take the 49ers on the money line, obviously, but if you guys do want a little bit closer play, I do not hate a Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown parlay with the 49ers money line. That probably puts a pretty good close to even play right there. Bear, what is your pick for this game?
Well, I kind of want the Browns, but I'm going to take the 49ers on the money line. If Watson was playing, I could see the Niners dropping this game because the Browns do have a really good defense, but just give me the Niners on the money line for pick'em's sake.
Yeah, Jim Schwartz going up against that 49ers offense. I'm going to be all here for that matchup. I think that the Browns defense is going to try their hardest to keep this game close, but the Browns offense is definitely going to be the reason why they were going to lose this game. And now the Carolina Panthers are traveling down to South Florida to take on the Miami Dolphins here. An absolute massive spread. Bryce Young has not impressed so far in his first month as a NFL quarterback. They are 2 touchdown underdogs. The Dolphins are -14-point favorites. I think we're both just going to take the Dolphins on the money line here, but just look out for Tyreek Hill to have over 200 receiving yards in this game.
Over 200, damn, bro. Okay, yeah, I'm going to take the Dolphins, obviously. I don't think this game's going to be close. In Miami, warm weather, they're just so fast. Everybody on that team's fast. I think they win by at least 2 touchdowns, probably more.
Yeah, that game's going to be over probably by the end of halftime. But I'm going to be excited to watch that because I think it is going to be a track meet out there. And now this game, I think this game might be the underrated game of the day. The Seattle Seahawks going against the Cincinnati Bengals, a top tier NFC team going up against a top tier AFC team. Bear, where are you going with this game?
Last week, Joe Burrow, he looked like he was back. The Bengals looked like they were back. He's trying to battle through that injury. He hasn't looked great all season. The Bengals haven't looked great all season. They got to win against the Cardinals. Now, I'm on the side of Cardinals being a decent team. Everybody thinks they're pretty bad. I think Josh Dobbs and the wide receivers and James Conner's obviously hurt in this game, but I think they've been doing a pretty good job, especially the defense has been doing a good job. I'm going to take the underdog here, though. I'm going to take Seattle on the money line. I don't know. I'm not sold yet on the Bengals, and I've got a lot of Chiefs fans chirping in my ear about how bad the Bengals are. So I will trust the Chiefs fans for now and take the Seattle Seahawks on the money line.
Trust the Chiefs fans. Come on, they don't know nothing about football. They're the most lukewarm fans ever.
I mean, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, Trey. I don't know nothing about football.
And I'm a Raiders fan. I guess I don't know nothing about anything either. But at the end of the day, I think I was going to lean Seahawks here, but I want to split here. I'm going to take the Bengals. I do still love the Bengals here. Joe Burrow, he was seen, skipping around practice. He was seen hopping on his bad leg. So I think that he's ready to go. I think that he's past at least the worst of this injury, and he's trending towards going back to regular Joe Burrow. I think that he's going to turn up in this game. The Seattle defense is really good. So I think that's a pretty underrated part of their team. So I think this is going to be a really good game. I think I love the Seahawks here plus 3.5. I do think that if the Bengals do win, it's going to be a close game. So I do love this game as the game of the day. So I love that we split it here. And guys, make sure to drop your guys' start-sit questions, or if you guys have any game pick questions or any spread questions, me and Bear will definitely answer that for you guys. And this game is going to be maybe one of the doo-doo games of the slate, but might be a surprisingly good game. But with JJ out, who really knows? It's going to be the Minnesota Vikings going up against the Chicago Bears, as Bear likes to say. Bear, what is going to be your play for this game?
Yeah, I gave this out as free play. I took the Bears plus 3.5, and I took the over 43.5. JJ being out, I also like Jordan Addison to go over his receiving yards today. The Bears over the last 2 weeks, I mean, the offense is cooking. They did play the Broncos and the Commanders, but, I mean, they've been putting up a lot of points. I think they'll do it again against this really bad Vikings defense. On the other side, Kirk Cousins, no JJ, everybody knows it, but the Bears defense is trash also. So I think a lot of points are going to be scored, and I'll take the free field goal with the Bears. So give me the Bears on the money line as my play.
Bears on the money line. I'm going to go with the Vikings here. The Vikings have to get this game. It looks like we got Moore over 4.5. I think that's probably maybe Elijah Moore over 4.5 receptions. I don't hate that. The Browns are using him out of the backfield a lot. I would just be really wary of PJ Walker starting, or if that's a different Moore. Drop below if I am incorrect. Bear, what do you think about Elijah Moore over 4.5 receptions?
Got to be DJ Moore, right?
Oh, DJ Moore. Okay, yeah, the Bears.
Yeah.
Well, we just talked about the Browns, so I didn't know if that was a little bit late. DJ Moore. Okay, yeah, you're right. DJ Moore over 4.5. I mean, Justin Fields has been exclusively looking his way. The Vikings secondary is nothing to write home about. I don't hate that at all. I would look to go over his receiving yards as well because, I mean, he can get over his receiving yards in one play, as we saw last week. Bear, what do you think?
Yeah, I like that play. I think the Vikings are going to do everything they can to stop him, but look at the last 2 games. It's been just DJ Moore show. I mean, Justin Fields is going to get his passing yards is 198.5. He might have that to DJ alone in this game. The Vikings secondary is really bad, so I do like the play.
I love that. And I'm going to go with the Vikings here. Like I said, they have to get this game. If they don't, their season is going to start crumbling before we know it. And let's move on to this next game. I feel like I picked against the Colts every single week, and it's going to continue here. I'm going to take the Jacksonville Jaguars on the money line. It is a revenge game special for Gardner Minshew, so I don't hate that. And Minshew's looked like he's pretty serviceable in the Shane Steichen offense. He played with him with the Eagles, so I don't think it's going to be too far of a drop-off. Honestly, Minshew has looked good so far in his NFL career. He's just been nothing too special to get him a starting job. So I don't hate the Colts here, plus 4.5, but I think the Jacksonville Jaguars will ultimately win this game on the money line.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Colts on the money line. Zach Moss has looked really good. I don't know how JT is going to look in this game, but at least he's back. He's an option. Minshew Mania. He's good for at least 3 or 4 games. He's been coming in as a backup for Anthony Richardson, who's now on the IR. So, I mean, he's definitely a good enough quarterback to win this game. Jacksonville's owned the Colts in the past, but I don't think that's going to be the case in this game. Jags are also a London team. They won 2 in a row at London. They're not very good at home. So I like the Colts in this game.
All right. I mean, the Colts have to win this game. Gardner Minshew, he's going to have – I feel like Gardner Minshew is going to go off in this game. I'm really excited to watch that game. And it's going to be the Washington Commanders going up against the Atlanta Falcons. I love the Atlanta Falcons this year. Artie Smith is a dog of a coach. His mustache is absolutely glorious. Give me them here on the money line.
Yeah, Trey, this is a member play on our website, bearsforplays.com, so I will not be giving a side or a total. I think the total would give it away. So I am not going to be giving a play for this game.
All right. I'm excited to watch that game. I think that game's going to be a hard-nosed game. Eric Bieniemy going up against Artie Smith. I think those two offenses are going to be pretty fun to watch. Washington Commanders offense has not looked too bad this season, so I think that both those teams are going to show up in this game. And now this New Orleans Saints going up against this Houston Texans team. Bear, which side are you going with this one?
Yeah, I want to answer this question really quick. If you want to pull it up, I can't hardly see it. It's too small.
Minshew is the new Ryan Fitzpatrick. He looked good in spit duty last week, and 22 completions too high for him. Bear, I'll let you go.
I think it is a little bit too high. I mean, I can see him getting 17 to 20. I feel like the Colts are going to run the ball a lot. I mean, a lot. They've got Moss. Moss looks really good, and they have JT now. They're just going to rely on the O-line in this game, I think. Minshew, though, if they need him, if they get down early, you can see him obviously getting over 22. But I think they're just going to run the ball in this game, pound the crap out of the ball.
Yeah, I'm looking at his game log so far this season. In the game that he did start, he's gotten 19 completions and 27 completions. So I don't hate that 22. I feel like that is probably too high. If it was around 19 and a half or 20, I would feel like it is a smash one, but 22 is just too risky. I think it ultimately depends on how good that Jacksonville Jaguars offense is. If the Colts get down big, or early or get down big regardless in this game, I think that they will start looking to throw the ball. So, Bear, which side do you like in this game?
Yeah, I'm going to take Miko and the Texans. Culture change in Texans. They have C.J. Stroud. He's been great. He has not thrown a pick yet. I might have just cursed him with that, but you know what? They've looked really good on offense. The defense has been holding up pretty strong. They have Derek Carr on the other side. I trust Houston in this game, Trey.
Yeah, and yesterday on the free plays, I gave out the New Orleans Saints on the money line, and it was like minus 130. Then now it's minus 142. That makes me feel a lot better about it as well. Give me the Saints here on the money line. I feel like C.J. Stroud's not going to do as good today going up against Dennis Allen-led defense, and that Saints defense is loaded. They got a lot of studs around there, so I think that Derek Carr and Alvin Kamara and those playmakers, Chris Olave and Michael Thomas, are going to do enough to outscore the Texans while the Saints defense kind of tampers down what CJ Stroud has been doing this entire season. So that's
Trey, before we go on, I want you to tell me if Derek Carr is a good quarterback.
No, last season was his chance. He had Devontae Adams, his guy, and he had, a loaded defense with Chandler Jones being there before he went all CTE, and he just didn't perform. And, it is what it is with Derek Carr. I would say he is about as average as you can get, but he's nothing that you can win a Super Bowl with. There was a lot of Raiders fans saying, no, he's good. He's good. He's good, but he's not great. And you need to be great to win a Super Bowl. And I'm tired of being, 7-9, 7-10, 8-9. I want to be good. Tank for Williams. Let's go.
Okay, I'll accept that answer. Good answer.
It says, my gut says less than 22 for the completions. And he says, Saints have a great defense. This will be interesting. Yeah, I think that's going to be a really good game. Probably one of the best games on the slate for sure. And now my Las Vegas Raiders, they are hosting the Bill Belichick Bowl with the New England Patriots going up against Josh McDaniels and the Las Vegas Raiders. I just said the Patriots are on my banned list, but the Raiders, I don't want us to win a game. But I do think that the Raiders are going to win this game. I mean, it's just tough. The Patriots, they called up Malik Cunningham to their active roster, signed him to a 3-year deal. I'm really interested to see what they're going to do with them. No way they put him in at quarterback. I just feel like there's absolutely no chance. Bailey Zappi is easily a better option than Malik Cunningham, and so is Mac Jones. I'm tired of the Mac Jones slander. I would love it if my Raiders got Mac Jones, honestly, because if you saw what he did in his rookie year, whenever he had Josh McDaniels, a competent offensive coordinator, he was great. He made the Pro Bowl. He led the Patriots to the playoffs, and then they just completely did him a disservice, and he has yet to recover. I don't think it's Mac Jones' fault. But at the end of the day, they just have not looked good this year. So I'm going to go with the Raiders.
Yeah, Trey, this is another member play for me on the website. I've got 3 member plays today on kind of a short slate, so not a whole lot to talk about. There are a lot of talking points about this game. I just can't get out a side. He said McDaniels is going to be Bill Belichick versus McDaniels. Going to be Jimmy G going up against the Patriots. They traded him away. They thought that he was going to be the future. Obviously, he's not. So it's going to be a big game for a lot of people. So we'll see how it turns out, but I'm not going to give out a play for this one.
And Jacoby Myers' revenge game special as well. He wanted to stay with the Patriots. Patriots wouldn't re-sign him, and then they signed Juju, and Juju has done absolutely nothing for the Patriots. He said, I watched the Raiders game last week, and they cannot run the ball. I don't know if I can trust Jimmy having to win a game. Yeah, I agree. Josh Jacobs has not looked good at all. Actually, I don't think it's Josh Jacobs' fault. It's probably our offensive line. Every time we run the ball, he gets hit before he even reaches the line of scrimmage. It's very frustrating to watch, especially after our run offense was absolutely elite last year with Jacobs leading the league in rushing yards. It has not looked anything like that this year at all. But, I mean, that might be the Jimmy G effect. They don't really know if Jimmy G can throw the ball. They're loading the boxes, so it is what it is. And now this game, I'm really excited to see what Bear is going to do with this game. I know he loves the Jets some weeks, but he absolutely hates the Eagles. It's the Philadelphia Eagles going up against the New York Jets. Bear, where are you going?
Yeah, tough to be a Dallas Cowboy fan this week because the Eagles, once again, getting lucky, getting the Jets when they're at their worst. 4 starting corners today out for the New York Jets. No Sauce Gardner as well. So I was going to take the Jets on the upset. I think they were -6 the other day. Obviously, the line's going to move up with the information of the corners being out. So just give me the Eagles on the money line, even though I hate it and they don't deserve to win this game.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to win this game for sure. I absolutely do not hate at all taking the Eagles -6.5 here. I think the Eagles are going to win this game easily by a touchdown. The Jets simply just cannot score enough points. Even if the Jets defense shows up in this game, the Eagles are going to at least score 17 points, and I don't think the Jets can get 10 against this Eagles defense. So I love the Eagles here on the money line, and I love them -6.5 as well. And like Bear said, this is a really short slate. We're already almost to the end of the games. We're almost done with the 3 o'clock game, which is already crazy. The Arizona Cardinals going up against the Los Angeles Rams. And guys, make sure to drop your guys' start sit questions. There's a ton of injuries being out. Austin Eckler's finally being back for a shout out, Austin Eckler. So if you have any start sit questions or any game pick questions or spread questions, make sure to drop those in the comments as well. And it looks like Expose the Truth says Eagles by 30. Wilson will have at least 3 turnovers. Yeah, Zach Wilson.
Nah,
it's
don't.
tough. It's
Don't.
tough.
Don't do it to him. He's been better. He's been better as of late.
I know. I just feel
Give
so
him a
bad
chance.
for him. I loved watching him at BYU, dude. I did. I loved it. And I mean, I know the NFL is a huge step up, but he literally looks like a shell of himself. It's kind of like the Sam Darnold. Once you lose that confidence, it's hard to get it back. And this Cardinals team going up against this Los Angeles Ram team. Bear, which side are you going with on this one?
Yeah, boy, these teams always play close, it feels like. If I were to give a side, I'd say the Cardinals +7 or even 7.5 if you want to buy the half point. But Puka and Cooper Kupp, too much in this game, I think, for the Cardinals to keep up. So I'm going to go with the Rams on the money line. I'm also going to maybe sprinkle in like a tie or something. I just feel like these teams are always really close. So maybe they tie. That'd be kind of cool.
I don't hate that tie play. I feel like the NFC West always is the teams that end up tying each other. So I don't hate that one at all. I'm going to go with the Rams here on the money line as well. And it looks like he said Stafford over passing prop against Arizona easily. He's been quietly good. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Maybe if you just want to parlay Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp over receptions, they're both going to get double digits in this game. If you watched the Rams game last week, it was absolutely hilarious watching Matthew Stafford just exclusively look their way. It is absolutely funny, but it's impressive at the same time. The defense knows where they're going, and they continually just go there. So I think the Rams are going to win this game. I do agree with Bear that it is going to be a close game. I don't hate. Oh, look, and it just went down. The line's now +6.5. So it looks like there's some money going in on the Cardinals there. So it looks like they're agreeing with us about it being a close game. We only got 2 games left, guys. This is the last 3 o'clock game. Then we got the Sunday night football game. It's the Detroit Lions going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm really excited for this game. I think this game is an underrated game as well. I love the Buccaneers here at home. I would honestly take them here +3.5. I'm just going to take them on the money line because it's the pick 'em. So give me the Buccaneers here. I think Baker Mayfield is out to prove a point. And the Lions, they're kind of, piling up the injuries, maybe peaking a little bit too soon.
Great game here. I understand why you took Tampa Bay, but I think I'm just going to take the Lions. If you would have took the Lions, I would have took Tampa Bay just to get the split, just to maybe get a win on you. But the Lions, they're proving themselves this year. So until they stop proving themselves, I'm just going to keep riding them. I'll take the Lions.
All right, the Lions. Yeah, and I don't hate the Lions there. I think the Lions do have a great chance to win. I do think the game's going to be close. That's why I wanted to say take the 3.5 with the Buccaneers at home because I do think this game's going to be close. Unlike this Sunday night football game, guys. This game, they need to stop, putting the Giants in front of our eyes. I am getting sick and tired. No offense, Bear, but I'm getting sick and tired of watching the NFC East on my television. It is just brutal to watch. I mean, the Cowboys were fun to watch at the beginning of the season, but at the end of the day, once they get down, their defense can't pin their ears back, and it's tough to watch their offense trying to sputter. But I'm going to take the Bills here. I would honestly take the Bills here minus, 20.5. I think they're going to win this game by 3 touchdowns.
Yep, and this is my last mover play on the YouTube side, so I'm not going to give out a play, but, I mean, come on. You guys probably don't even have to watch the video to know where I'm going, so I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game to watch. I mean, the Giants are throwing out Tyrod Taylor to the Wolves. And now, guys, this is the moment we've all been waiting for, the parlay lock of the Sunday slate. Me and Bear, each of us are going to give out 2 picks. It could be a game pick. It could be an over. It could be a player prop. Whatever we want to do to get to a good parlay for you guys. Bear, do you got anything locked and loaded in the barrel yet?
Yeah, I'll start with Jordan Addison, over 54.5 receiving yards. Kevin O'Connell said in an interview they're just going to let him loose and see what he does. They're going to put him in JJ's spot. 10-plus targets at least for Kirk Cousins to Addison today. And going up against that Bears secondary, he's going to have himself a day. So I love Jordan Addison to go over his – what is it at now?
53.5.
Yeah, 53.5. Yeah, he's getting that for sure. That'll be my first play.
All right, I love that one. And guys, looks like we got a pretty good board to choose from here. We got a pretty good set of games, and the way that I'm going to go here is the guy that we don't even have to worry about. This guy's going to hit. Give me Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown score. It's minus 165, so it is pretty juicy. But at the end of the day, we just got to hit a parlay. And this is a kind of a set it and forget it one because at the end of the day, we know the 49ers are going to be scoring touchdowns. And more likely than not, they're going to be running through Christian McCaffrey. And it looks like he says Bills by 4 touchdowns. Allen will crush his fantasy prop. Yeah, I agree. The Bills, it's going to be a rough game to watch on Sunday Night Football. Everyone's going to be turning it off by halftime, I assume. Bear, do you got anything for your second play yet?
I'm looking at the board. I like a play, but you're not going to like it because it's going against what you like. But you know what? I talked about the Cardinals. I think it's going to be a close game. This is a parlay, so I'm going to buy a few points, take them plus 10.5 as my second play.
Ooh, Cardinals plus 10.5. I agree. This game's going to be close. Josh Dobbs is an absolute dog. I love that one. Let's see what this would look like. Dolphins minus 9.5. It's pretty. I assume it'd be pretty juicy, but let's see what that would look like. All right, minus 9.5 brings us to plus 614. I feel like that's perfect right there.
Perfect. Good enough.
All right, so this is going to be my 2 plays. I'm going to go with Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown score minus 165. I think he's on almost a streak of breaking the NFL record, I would assume by now, of consecutive games with touchdowns. And it will continue here in this game. I'm going to also take the Dolphins plus or minus 9.5. I feel like they're easily going to win this game by double digits. The Carolina Panthers have not looked good. I feel like Frank Wright is just slowly walking his way out the door.
Yep, and then rounding it out, Addison over receiving, and then we're going to go with the Cardinals plus 10.5. Buying a few points, but I mean it's a parlay, so we're getting at plus 600. $100 wins 600. So I love the play, Trey.
Yeah, and that's pretty juicy. I absolutely love it. And then before we go off, I want to say 3 wins to 1. Maybe Bear will start piling up some momentum. There were some games we were different on, so maybe he will start making up some ground. But I'm hoping that I can keep the lead going for as long as I can. Guys, thank you guys for watching this Stardom Situm Week 6 edition. It's going to be a pretty fun slate. We got a lot of good games today. It got some dudders to end the day with that Sunday Night Football, but some of those 12 o'clock games are going to be fun to watch. We got a couple of good 3 o'clock games. So make sure to enjoy this Sunday slate. And until next time, guys, thank you guys for watching. And also make sure to go watch our NCAA and our MLB and our NFL videos throughout the week. We are going through a week long of giveaways down. So if you guys want to go watch our videos, you just need to go comment down Bear Pack in those videos, and we'll throw you on the wheel for our giveaways. We just passed our 1-year anniversary on YouTube. So thank you guys, everybody, for the support. Just hit that subscribe button. We got some more giveaways coming down the pipe as well. Until next week, guys, we'll see you next Sunday, and thanks for watching.
See you guys.